What is up there everyone, it's the BO3 Is here, and today I wanted to talk about sniping in Black Ops 3 and whether anyone actually thinks they've done it right. I personally think they've done a really good job with balancing out the sniper rifles. Of course, Call of Duty has had a massive controversy with sniping, quick scoping, and everything to do with sniper rifles in recent games. People have claimed they're overpowered, underpowered, that quick scoping takes finesse. I will say from the go ahead, I am not a fan of quick scoping. I personally just find it a bit too glitchy and I just don't like playing against it. I prefer to sit back and actually use a sniper at long range, aiming down sight and trying to be accurate with taking my shots. With quick scoping, it's always been hard to tell whether the person had accuracy because it was always a slight factor of auto aim. And one of the main things in Black Ops 3 they've done to adjust the sniper rifles is to reduce the auto aim they have. I personally actually think this has worked quite well. A lot of people don't like it because it's made snipers very difficult to use, but I actually enjoy using them. This is actually the first game that I can remember where I've had a permanent sniper class just because I enjoy sniping in this game. At the moment my go-to sniper rifle is the Locust. I just like it, and in this gameplay it is a complete opposite to the way I personally am now running it, which is more of a silent sniper. Now I will admit, the silencer effect on snipers where it has almost no effect other than just the normal reducing your gun sound and your radar imprint, I think that's a little bit too much. I'm not sure if I'm completely on board with the silencer having no effect on your gun's range or damage. I'm not sure if that's something I totally agree with, but at the same time it does give you a good option for stealth with a sniper rifle, which is something I've always kind of wanted, I'll admit. Because in the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, one of the missions I did really love was Contingency. I loved the bit where you're just wandering around sniping people silently. It was a really fun and immersive little section of the campaign, and I've always wanted to kind of recreate that in multiplayer, but I've never quite been able to do that. And with the silencers on snipers in Black Ops 3, I find that it's actually quite an effective tactic to use it. Although I will admit I'm not going to be heartbroken if they were to adjust it so it wasn't quite so effective, because I'm not 100% sure whether I think it's actually fair. This could well easily be abused because I generally run cold-blooded on this class, and I can imagine someone in hardcore using cold-blooded and a silent sniper rifle could just lay in a bush and almost certainly no one would know they're there, and that could get really annoying. But in this gameplay you're seeing in the background, I'm going on the complete opposite of that mentality, and it's more of a loud and proud sniper class. I'll admit I do have a silenced RK5 as a backup, which I do use a lot in close quarters, especially if I've missed my shot. Because I will admit I'm actually almost turning into the player I hated in Black Ops 2, which is where they would take a shot at you and then they'd switch out to their pistol really quickly and just 3-burst you with the B23R. Now I personally didn't like that, mostly because of how quickly they could swap to their pistol and just insta-melt you, because the pistols in Black Ops 2 were absolutely ridiculous, whereas the ones in Black Ops 3 have been toned down a little bit. They're still fairly strong and they're usable, but they aren't quite near as overpowered as I felt they were in Black Ops 2. And I generally like the versatility of the sniper role now. I prefer the fact that you can actually now position yourself on the maps. Hunted is my favourite map for sniping because this section of the map that I'm staying in is really good to hold down. I'll admit I was playing fairly campy, but that's how I like to use a sniper rifle, and that's how I personally think it should be used. If someone is picking you off like this, just go on a different route. It's very rare that you find enough snipers to where they're locking down every route, and so you can just simply go a different way around the map. Yeah, that might not be the way you want to play and it might not be as fun to play against, but it is a part of the game, and that's why they are in the game, to be used at long range to take out targets accurately. And I felt really satisfied when I was playing this game, because every shot I hit felt like a minor victory, because there is so much less aim assist on sniper rifles than in previous Call of Duties. It meant that every time I got a shot, I knew that a majority of it was down to my own accuracy. Yeah, some of them I was surprised and could be seen as actually a little bit lucky. Some of the shots I was drag scoping a little bit and I was just amazed that I actually managed to get the shot to connect. And it was really satisfying and fun to play. And generally I personally do like what they've done with sniping in Black Ops 3. It definitely, to me, is my favourite game for sniping, simply because the maps allow you to do it, and when you play to a weapon's strengths you are rewarded in Black Ops 3, which is something I do personally enjoy. But I want to hear what you guys think. Do you think sniping is a bit too difficult? Do you think it's actually just right? I personally have said that I think it's just right. I like the way the snipers are balanced, and I think they're actually quite fun to use because they're challenging. But anyway, this has been the BO3 Is, and I'll see you on another video.